Stranger Things fans, hang on to your pants. We got our first look at Vecna. It's been dry the past couple weeks without any raw stuff for posts and any other Stranger Things content coming out, but just recently, we have not one but two leaked photos of two characters for Stranger Things Season 5. Today, we're going to be diving into those photos along with all of our theories and speculation as to what these photos could mean and where we think the Season 5 could go involving these two characters we're going to be talking about. I need to hear from you guys. We got our first look at Vecna and our first look at Holly Wheeler. Of everyone who's been shown so far, we've been waiting for these two. We finally got them. What do you make of these? What are your theories revolving these two characters? Let's talk about it down below. Let's hop right into this. So obviously with how Season 4 ended, we think that Vecna, as we know him, has been destroyed. He's gone forever. The gang, the team, they won. Vecna is no more. Obviously, we knew that wasn't going to be the case coming into Season 5 because he's basically the Thanos of the Stranger Things universe. So you can't go bigger than Thanos. So obviously he was going to have to come back some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure any of us were expecting him to come into this form because Jamie Campbell Bower, who plays Henry Krill, who plays Vecna, is just looking like Jamie Campbell Bower, looking like O1, looking like Henry Krill. So there's so many theories and speculations going into this one, but we have first one here. He's in a little bit of suit. He's looking dapper. He's looking like a handsome guy. Then we have another one here, and he's talking to Holly Wheeler. This all leads to a couple things and a couple episode titles and so many other speculations out there, but my first theory revolving around this with our first look at Vecna himself, Henry Krill, Jamie Campbell Bower, in human form. This is going to have to be some kind of trans or flashback involving, I'm guessing, the character of Holly because she is in one of these photos with him. So this all leads to another speculation, another theory, which is there's an episode titled The Vanishing of Blank Wheeler. And that is starting to seemingly look like the vanishing of Holly Wheeler. Back in that video when that came out, I was thinking it was going to be Nancy because she had the trans and everything was kind of related to her throughout Season 4. Vecna was going after her. So I was like, maybe it's going to be Nancy. It's really seeming like it's going to be Holly this time around because we have the photo evidence, this leak image of Henry Krill talking to Holly. So I think this all but confirms that the episode title is The Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. Vecna himself is going after Holly. And he's going to be in a trans because he's going to be in human form because he has to come off much more presentable. He can't come off with that squid-looking, Squidward-ass, nasty thing. But again, I think this confirms that the episode is going to be titled The Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. I think Holly Wheeler will be the one going away, going missing, and I think that's going to bring everyone back. Nancy, Eleven, everyone who's somewhat related to Holly Wheeler. I think this 100% confirms that Holly Wheeler will be the one to vanish. Also goes in a theory round because I'm assuming that Vecna is going to be kind of recharging, like on his big tentacle thing, how we saw all those teasers for back in the day. I'm assuming Vecna is going to be in some way trying to get stronger, so maybe his only way of doing so, coming back in human form, isn't as hard, or does he come back in human form and he's even more powerful than before, and him 11 are going to have just a human show off, like it would be crazy. I'd be crazy. So our first look at Jamie Campbell Bower as Henry Krill, as Vecna himself, talking with Holly, confirms a couple things. We also have our look at Holly. Nell Fisher is now playing the character of Holly. Holly, I think, has had like less than 10 lines the entire show. So Nell Fisher was recently in The Evil Dead Rise. She's a pretty good actress, and I think they cast her because she's going to have a much more prominent role through this season. At least she's going to somewhat be in a couple scenes with obviously Henry Krill here. So I think you recast with Nell Fisher to play this because she has much more experience, much more acting chops. And we got our first look at her. And I'm sorry, Holly, but apparently you're gonna vanish. So much to dive into with just these two little photos, but with our first looks at Holly, our first looks at Vecna, I think 100% it confirms Holly's gonna be the one vanishing, and Vecna is somehow, some way trying to get back at all the kids for basically what they did to him, and I think this is going to be his way of putting Holly through a trance to bring her down to the upside down, to lure everyone back in. And people is going to be crazy. I could see the show opening with this one. I could see this being maybe that episode where Holly does vanish. The opening scene of that is her getting sniped. And, I mean, that'd be brutal. That'd be terrifying. And it's also going to relate to Karen Wheeler. Because we all know Karen Wheeler was in episode 2. She talked about filming. There's been a whole little thing around that. Where's she going to be involved? She might have an even more prominent role this time around. But at the end of the day, I digress. First looks at Vecna. First look at Holly. What do you guys make of it? Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Are you with me that Holly's going to be the one vanishing? I think she is. Let me know your guys' thoughts, opinions, questions, theories, everything down below in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Go and keep talking Stranger Things till I shall come out, alright? Alright now. I'll see you guys in the next one.